Bohala. They don't have shame. They will look for a way to justify it. Of course, he's cashing out. Yes, it's now the Bwala is now the Tinubu's new special advisor. He once predicted Tinubu would fail, even given 30 years, said human brain stops working after joining APC. Mr. Daniel Bwala, a former Atiku Abubakar presidential campaign spokesperson, recently appointed as President Bola Tinubu's special advisor on media and public communications, was well known for his criticism of the ruling All Progressives Congress APC's Muslim ticket ahead of the 2023 presidential election. Bwala in July 2022 quit the ruling party over his decision for a Muslim ticket with Bola Tinubu and Kashim Shettima as its presidential and vice presidential candidates. Both Tinubu and Shettima are Muslims. He publicly berated Tinubu's choice of Shettima as his running mate, describing it as insensitive towards the principle of secularism in the country. At this time of our national existence, our efforts and energy should gravitate towards uniting our people. That was what Bwala said then. Bwala said, why condemning the Tinubu Shetima ticket? Okay, he said it why he was condemning them. His subsequent defection to the opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP) earned him the chance to work for the party's presidential campaign team against Tinubu. In one of his interviews with Channels Television, Bwala alleged that the 2023 presidential election was rigged by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to favor Tinubu. He said the biggest culprit, the biggest problem in the 2023 election across all levels is INEC, because have you seen the mystery of INEC? In this 2023 election, INEC will certify a document for you. INEC will be in the court raising objection, and the court has never cautioned them. So we will get to perfection. But this election regime has left so much to be desired, he added. He went further to lambast the court for upholding the results announced by INEC, which affirmed the election of Tinubu. He said the electoral tribunals of the 2023 presidential and governorship elections led to the most inconsistent and most judgments that the court delivered in recent times. Shortly after lambasting the judiciary, Bwala proceeded to tell Nigerians that they should not expect any good under the administration of President Tinubu. He said Tinubu would fail like his predecessor Muhammadu Buhari. Meanwhile, the same Bwala was hailing Buhari as at that time because of the Muslim ticket. He was with them for 8 years. He was with Buhari for 8 years. But just few months to election, he defected to PDP, holding strong firm that oh, Muslim ticket will not give other people chance because Nigeria is a secular state. So the same man was saying that Buhari failed, but he never said Buhari failed while he was with them. Almost 12, for some few months before the end of Buhari's tenure, he now said this man will fail, and now he has gone back to them. They will not be just, oh my goodness, I pity Nigerians that cannot stand on their feet and convert this one. You see the Jade Yonju now, that the Jade Yonju was instrumental to the success of Tinubu's, to the images of Tinubu. He was neither here nor there. He was always constantly telling people the reason why they should not vote for Peter Obi and Atiku. But he was not saying anything. He was not saying that he was defending Tinubu at that time. He was neither here nor there, but he was giving the reason. He was on the case of Peter Obi. But now, not knowing that he went back to go and be begging them to give him appointment. Of course, everything he said about Wike is true, but he has not been able to deny the fact that he went to Wike to go and beg for appointment. They are best of the same feather. So I knew that this guy is up to something. All of a sudden, he's trying to be activist or trying to. Of course, he has been an activist. The only thing I know is that before this issue of popularity of a Tinubu of a Wike, this man has been in PDP before now. So I don't even know at the particular time when he went to go and meet a Wike. I don't understand. If it is this period, that means a shame because he has been PDP youth leader or something. He was holding national position then before he resigned. Even I think before all this thing, I think 4 or 5 years ago, he resigned being a PDP member. So that I know. But this issue of going to Wike to go and beg for another appointment. I don't know when it happened, but he has not been able to tell us how it happened, but just telling us how rude Wike can be. So when you begin to see all of these people, you just see that this country is not going anywhere. See, Adeboye is defending Tinubu. Adeboye defending Tinubu. And I told people that, the prayer Tinubu's wife wanted to organize, all of a sudden, because of the backlash, she's not the one organizing it, and nobody's hearing anything about it. I think they just went, to me, I believe that the only thing they can do is just for Adeboye to do their PR, and he's telling us that Adeboye is telling us all manner of story, cock and bull stories. People will see black, they cannot say it. Nigerians are hungry, but he's busy telling us that Adeboye is busy telling us that you know what, naira would have been 10,000 naira to a dollar. Is the prayer that he prayed. Are you for real? And this man, they say this man is educated. Is everything spiritual? Everything is not spiritual, because if everything is spiritual, you'll be calling forth everything, calling forth food, even ordinary food. You'll be calling forth for that. So the way they have messed up this country is just, it's just so bad. And when some people tell you that the country is not going to be good, it's not going to be good because people are not ready. This is not a matter of prayer. People are not just ready to do the right thing. If you're not ready to do the right thing, you think God is going to force you to come and do this? If that is how God operates, there's no need for anybody to be preaching. There wouldn't have been any need for him to send Jesus Christ down on earth to come and do the work he did. He would have, it would have just like, okay, command, and everything will be in place. There will be no need for all this, you are preaching here and there. God would have done everything the way, in that manner, but he chose to do it in this way. That is to tell you that everything is not spiritual. There's some things that must go through some processes before they can be get done. So it's just unfortunate. So we are still talking about Bwala. So the reason why Bwala all of a sudden he made a 360 U-turn, 360-degree U-turn, is what we are talking about. Meanwhile, when people talk about being patient and waiting, you have to look at the time frame the public officer is expected to execute the work. Bwala said during an interview with Channels TV, the president has just been voted into a term of 4 years. He is 8 months into the term, which constitutes 31% of the total time that he has. He has less than 70% time in government. When is that going to happen? When President Buhari took over in 2015, it was the same language, and we patiently followed, and he finished the first term and he finished the second term. When there is a fundamental problem with policy, time is irrelevant. 30 years, it will not work. Most of the economists I have listened to have faulted the president's budget, with which he was supposed to deliver the agenda flat out. Bwala added. On November 25th, 2022, he said in a post on his X handle, the human brain is unique and miraculous. It works and functions optically 24 hours a day, 365 days a year until you join APC, then it stops working. So now, what is he going to say? That is, they have no integrity. Let them go and defend. It shows that he does not have integrity. They don't have a work to do. Just like a Wike now. There's no meaningful business a Wike was doing. We know how he started from. So they used evil to do evil to get to where they get to, and they believe that they have achieved. Where somebody should remind him, even if you remind him, you think he gets shame. He doesn't have shame. It doesn't concern him. He's not bothered about it. Let the president be careful with such a character. They all know what they are doing. I will destroy you. You will not, at least for this time, even if you want to go and meet another party next time, but this period you are going to work for me. It's a slavery thing. Only in Nigeria would you find perpetually classless and ideologically bankrupt individuals being rewarded with political appointments. The whole thing speaks of the level of a decadence in our political sphere, and sadly, only the morally corrupt succeed. It's unfortunate. Hunger and greed pushed Bwala. He knows even now that Tinubu is and would be a failure. He's just going to cash out. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.